game.
Time is money, friend.
She's not responding!
Set the sails! Set the sails!
We can't escape!
My head. Easy. Where are you?
I'm over here. You gotta come check this out.
What are we gonna go see?
Where do you think we are?
Who knows? But hey, do you smell that?
I don't smell anything.
It smells like profits.
With the release of 8.2, Season 3 has finally started, and it's a great time to make some serious gold. Most professions were given new recipes that are currently in high demand. Many of these items require Expulsom to craft. This is why I decided to make the first video of this series an Expulsom farming guide. The key to make large amounts of gold is being able to make a wide variety of items so that you could sell to the most amount of players possible. I recommend having multiple max level characters so you can learn all the rank 3 recipes available from Nazjatar and Mechagon. Expulsom is attained either from world quests or from scrapping BfA armor, but when you're trying to get your hands on large amounts of Expulsom, the only realistic option you have is buying and crafting greens. This guide will help you figure out what is the cheapest way to get Expulsom so that your characters can become well-oiled money printing machines. To follow this Expulsom farm, you need either a tailor or a leather worker, or both, and to get some extra profits, I highly recommend having an enchanter. But you can get away with a tailor and an enchanter. Thanks to the surge of returning players, many crafting materials are currently dirt cheap, so crafting greens is usually the best option. I have made a Google spreadsheet that I have linked in the description below that will help you answer that question. So open up that link, save yourself a copy, and let's head on over to the auction house to figure out what is the best item to create. First, we need to search for each item on the list and post its current cost on the spreadsheet. I love to use an add-on called Auctionator. If you click the buy tab, you can create a shopping list for all the items you want to price check, and you can quickly get an idea for an item's market value by seeing all the available auctions at once. I recommend adding a little bit to the cost just to make sure you're not being overly optimistic. It's better to overstate your cost than it is to understate when you're trying to figure out whether or not an item is profitable. Just replace all the values that are highlighted in yellow. And then in the orange cell, put how much Expulsom you want. I have a few tips that will make the next steps a lot easier. Tip number 1. Download and install Postal. Postal is a powerful mail add-on that enables you to manage large amounts of mail very easily. Now there are a few settings that you can tweak to make your experience better. First, you want to search for the settings menu, which is a down arrow at the top of the mail screen, and you want to set the opening speed to 0.35. Any faster than that, and depending on your network latency, you may get some internal bag errors. Next, you want to go to the down arrow at the bottom, go to other options, keep free space, and click 2. That way you could set Postal to automatically open mail, which will make sure that you can use the scrapper without having to destroy anything. Next, you want to make sure that the character that's going to craft the items has their gloves enchanted with Zandalari crafting. This enchant greatly reduces the amount of time that each item takes to craft. Also, I highly recommend using a vendor macro. This macro will automatically purchase the max amount of items from a vendor with a single click of a button. This is me filling up my inventory of nylon thread by just spam clicking the macro. Otherwise, you would have to shift click and type in how many items you want, or worse yet, just spam click the vendor buying the nylon thread one by one. Finally, I highly recommend downloading and installing Easy Scrap. Easy Scrap is an add-on that will allow you to quickly scrap all of your items by automatically queuing them into the scrapper the moment that it's finished scrapping. Now that we know what items we need to buy, you can go ahead and buy them, and we're almost ready to set your character to craft. However, I just want to point out that you can send mail while you're crafting, so you can quickly empty your inventory without slowing down the crafting process. It's important to pick 2 different alts to send items to. One is to get all of the items that have upgraded to blue quality, and the other character to send all the green items to. I like to send off all the items that upgraded to blue quality first, and then using the helpful feature in Postal, you can hold down Control and left click a green item in your inventory, and it will fill the mail with all the similar items, making this process very fast. Here I'm using my druid to receive all the blue items and my shaman to receive my green item. And now that we have our male alts ready, we can finally just purchase everything we need and set your character to craft the items. This gives you a great opportunity to start catching up on all the things that you were supposed to do tomorrow. To get the most value out of this farm, I recommend disenchanting all the items that have upgraded to blue in quality. On average, you get about 1.5 bloom dust and 1.5 umbra shards every time you disenchant these items. These enchanting mats are holding their value thanks to the high demand for enchants, and because these new recipes require more materials than the older enchants, I don't expect the prices of these mats to fall for a while. In my example, Tide Spray linen bracers are the cheapest item to craft. Once you crafted all of your items, send them to the character that will use the green items on the scrapper so they can have the Expulsom. This is another semi-AFK part of the process, so it's a great opportunity to continue that hard work that you were working on. Once you're done scrapping everything, you should have all the Expulsom you need to start filling up your auction house with new valuable items and start making the big bucks. The following videos in this series will be using Expulsom, so with the help of this and future spreadsheets, we can start to get an accurate picture of what is the cost of crafting items. I would like to remind everyone that Expulsom is RNG, and my calculations are based off a huge data set, so your results will vary. I hope you enjoyed the video. If there's any specific topics that you would like me to cover and analyze, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Me and Easy Peasy read all of them. Thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and you want to see more content in the future, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for all your support, and we hope to hear from you soon. Have a great one.
What are we gonna go see? Ah!